Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of DeadAnt Survival, and we are back at the Guardian farm. If you watched last episode, you will know that there are some things I need to fix and change in this design. So let me go down and show you what changes I made and what problems I was having with the design. So this is based on the SilentWhisperer design, but I did change it, and this isn't the full system that he put, so I don't know if it's something I did differently that results in these problems, or if there's another reason why. So as I was building it, I was having heaps of the Guardians escape, and they were just jumping around everywhere, and I couldn't figure out why that was and where they were coming from, because there's just too many of them. So originally I didn't have the portals, and I thought, okay, maybe the portals deals with all the escaped ones. And the escaped ones go into the portals and you don't have to deal with them. So I added them, and it did fix the problem through the most part. But only because of the solar block next to this. So you can see, this guy is not where he's meant to be. He's actually spawning in the glass and not underneath the chest. Underneath the chest is where they need to go for it to work. So having a block next to it prevents them from popping out the side and jumping around and attacking you. So I thought, okay, so what if I replace that with a solar block? And to be honest, it did absolutely nothing. It doesn't suffocate them, they're still popping in and out of it, and it didn't fix it at all. And for this one, I added an extra block on the top, in the hopes that would stop it, or in this case, suffocate them. Which it is successful, it does suffocate them, and that prevents too many spawning and blowing the rates. But you can see the biggest problem. Well, one of the big problems. The items are just dropping down and getting stuck here, and then when the Trident Killer kills one in a normal spot, the items also get stuck here, so I'm not getting any items from this particular one. It also takes quite a while for them to die this way, so again the rates are lower. And I noticed it was only happening to the modules where the water stream went to the left when you're facing north. So all 5 in this row and all 3 in this side row were all having problems. And note that I've only got 3 on the side, because when you're at the AFK spot, these corner ones do not actually spawn anything because they're outside of the radius. So I've only got 21 instead of 25. And I also tested different configurations for where that trapdoor is, and everything else just meant that the Guardians would just go into the water streams, and they were even capable of going right up to the top where your AFK spot is. So that didn't work. So what I did come up with is changing the direction in which the water streams went. So originally this water stream went to the left here and joined up along here. Same with that one. But I actually flipped it around and reversed it, and now this one's going out to the right as well. And it is joining up in the middle down here. And this fixed all of the problems I was having. So the Guardians always spawn where they should. I no longer need the portal as well, and it works flawlessly. Now on this side, you can't go to the right because, well, you have the ocean there. So I did something a little bit different. This one I actually came out straight to the north. So everything else is exactly the same, but the water is coming out this way. Originally, it just went straight to the side and joined up in the middle, just like the rest of them. And you can see that with this one. This one is still a problem one. It doesn't spawn them always where they should, and they get caught in these blocks here. So everything I removed and didn't use in the original SilentWhisperer design is as follows. So I don't have the dispenser, which is in Silent design. Plus, there's a second piston up the top, which moves some blocks and changes the spawning location from down here to up here. I believe the dispenser removes the water from down below and then replaces it back in, but I'm not certain. And of course the actual portal itself I do not have. You can see I did have them because I thought that was why I was having problems, but it's not. So all I've got is the spawning capsule and the trident killer. That is the only thing that I kept from it. All the other stuff is gone, so it does simplify it a fair amount. You also don't have to use obsidian, so you save a fair bit of that. And then of course the water streams, which I had to change on all the left facing ones, or the west facing ones, is also different. And that is only because I was having problems. I do not know if anyone else is, or if it's because of the differences I made. But yeah, I had to change these water streams as well. So I've already fixed half of these broken ones. Now I'm going to fix the rest of them so you can see what I do exactly. So we no longer need the portals, so we can take that down. That way we get the obsidian back, and it also looks nice and clean. And at the top ones I did flip this entire part of it, but for these I'm just going to go to the south. I'm just going to go to the north from this water stream. That way we don't have to change anything else. So where it was going, we just replaced that with a solid block, and then we need to relocate the stairs to the other side. Then we can waterlog the stairs, fill that in, put the trapdoor back down. We need to make sure that's not waterlogged, well, that's not a water source, so that it flows this way. That goes there. And then we just need to fix the water flow, and that's pretty easy. And that's it. This cell is now fixed. Just tidy it up with the glass on top. And we can also remove this part of the water source, this glass, and we'll just come in a different direction with the redstone. And this is done. So let's return the trident and move on to the next one. Probably pop out when I break this. Nope. There it goes. Let's take that. So exactly the same thing with this other one. We're going to come down here and then back into this main water stream. And these two, we don't even need to change the redstone at all, because it's right off this one and it doesn't affect it. And this is the last one, and we will have a fully working, simplified Silent Whisperer Guardian farm. So the other problem I was having with this one is the items in the water stream would often get stuck right here. And what was happening is they're getting so much speed down here that they're going all the way to here, and that's exactly where they're stopping. So they lose momentum right as they got there, and they'd stay stuck. So all I did to fix it was added some regular blocks in the middle. I use sea lanterns because, well, I have a lot of them. But what that does is now the items come and they lose momentum on this regular blocks and they stop right in here, which then pushes them back into the regular water stream. So you can see that there. The items come and they stop perfectly so they can continue on. And same with the other side. So that's it. They're the changes I made and the problems I was having. Now I just want to say that Silent's design is absolutely awesome. There's no way in hell that I could come up with something like that, but I am pretty good at simplifying things and making them easier. Because let's face it, I don't need that amount of stuff in the nether, and it's just going to cause me ridiculous amounts of lag. So I am more than happy for just the overworld system. If you have any more questions about this, feel free to ask them in the comments below. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you all have a good day.